This topic is about how to deal with so-called negative emotions. So when I talk about negative emotions, I mean anything that doesn't make you feel good. So it could be things like sadness or anger, frustration, helplessness, anything like that. That's what I would call a negative emotion in this case. But it's really important to feel all emotions. And when we're feeling these emotions, these are the ones that can have some really good input for us to help with our decision making or help learn what we can do differently in the future to perhaps avoid feeling the same way. And we've talked earlier about the importance for getting ourselves into a positive headspace and the benefits that that gives us for our well-being. And sometimes that can be really hard for us to do. And that's the reason I've included this exercise in the workbook. It's not rocket science. I pulled this exercise out of one of Tony Robbins's books, Awaken the Giant Within. If you don't know who Tony Robbins is, he is probably the most famous coach in the world, and he has helped literally millions of people improve their lives. So I have the utmost respect for him and what he does. He walks through a simple exercise like this. I've broken it down even further to be more appropriate for younger people. And again, I don't think it's too challenging. The key thing to think about here is if we try and bury the emotions or ignore them and hope they go away, they never will. What we're doing then is what we call repressing emotions, and they're going to show up somewhere else. So if we've had a lifetime of pushing down our negative emotions, they're going to come out somehow. They might come out in our physical health. They might come out in our mental health. So if processing your emotions is something that you find challenging, I think you're going to find this exercise really, really useful. Now, I want to say, if you've had a life that's been really, really tough so far, doing this exercise alone is probably not going to be enough to help get you out of that feeling. So please get some help. This exercise is more about the general ups and downs of life. And the key thing to remember here when going through this exercise is looking for these emotions and using them as a set of clues for what the emotion might be trying to tell us. And if we keep that at the basis of this exercise, then we're going to find it really, really useful.